Hi guys, my name's TJ with Angelic Mind. I'm just going to show you a great yoga pose that's going to help out with menopausal symptoms. So I'm going to do a pose called sympathetic. We're going to open up all through here and we're going to do it supported. So I've got a bolster that I'm going to use here. You can use a rolled up pillow, you can use blankets, you can use cushions. In fact, I'm going to grab a cushion to put underneath my head for this one. So your support, you're basically going to go back, knees are going to be bent like this, and you're going to go back on your support, recline over your support, and you want this first part of your support here to come to your lower ribs. So what I mean by that is don't come all the way back like that and recline over it, because this can be too strong in the lower back and it can just not feel that nice in the lower back. So if we come over to the support there and we just let the support there just catch the lower floating ribs, and we're going to recline over the support like this, and the pillow that I've put here, the cushion that I've put here, the reason I've done that is just so that my head, I'll show you without it, so that my head doesn't go too far back. Can you see how this is just too open in the neck here, and this can just be too strong on there? If I put a support underneath this part of my head, so the cushion comes to the tops of my shoulders just there, then my neck and my head are supported, and so this feels really nice as a line of support for my spine, my neck and my head. And from there you're just going to let your knees go out wide, feet come together, and your arms just come also out wide with your either palms facing up, or if it feels nice you can put your hands onto your lower abdomen around here, so all around this pelvic area, so is feeling nice and open as your knees go wide. And you can actually add some support in here for underneath your knees. So this feels quite nice. I'll show you with a couple of yoga blocks here. It feels quite nice with yoga blocks or with cushions. You can do it with stack some cushions up either side or some blankets. So let me just show you here. As you take your knees to the side, you can prop up your knees like this so that you don't feel, your knees don't feel as though they're kind of floating around in midair. And when you have support under your knees, it means that all around here, the pelvic area around here feels safe, feels as though it can open up with it's not going to open too much. The knees are supported, so all around your hips here feel this security to be able to open into, which is really important for when we are doing yoga for the menopause, because all around this reproductive area of ours here as females, this has kind of been through quite a lot of stuff during our many different phases of life, from when we first began our menstrual cycle to all the many different ones that we've had along the way, some easier than others. And this is similar to the menopause, you know, some symptoms, sometimes the symptoms may be quite strong and we might feel quite hot, or we might have sleepless nights, or sometimes the symptoms reveal themselves in much milder ways. So this opening here of the whole of the lower abdomen and through the groins is a really nice comfort for the hormones in this part of us, which are currently going through lots of changes if they are in their menopausal phase. And like anything going through a change, it just needs a little bit of support getting through it. Change is the natural process of life, you know, change is the most normal thing to happen. It's the one constant in the universe, so it's not something we need to be scared of, but it's something that we can help ourselves with. And so as we're here in this Supta Baddha Konasana, you can just let your breath travel down into your lower belly. And actually, if you have your hands open and wide now, just bring them now onto your lower belly and send your breath there so you can really breathe in to your lower belly and breathe out from your lower belly. And this creates a feeling of space in this sacral chakra, in there. All of the pelvic region. This feels nice and free and spacious. Maybe allow your eyes to close. Bring some sound to your breath here. You may well be able to hear the sound of my breathing. When you bring sound to your breath, you bring focus to your breath. And you bring focus to your breath, and it brings you to the moment, to each of your present moments. And giving yourself this time, dedicating this time purely and solely for you, has huge benefits. And know this, huge benefits for you and for others around you, and go with it, also for the world. There's a very famous saying that says if we sort ourselves out, then the world will be sorted. Maybe that's not the exact saying, but that's the general message. So the time dedicated to yourself is dedicating time to the energy of our planet. This is also a nice way to open up through your heart chakra, which brings more space to your chest. And as you have space in your chest, the chest cavity is open, allowing the lungs more freedom and more space to move. Feel this as you breathe. Feel your lungs expand, just like balloons. Feel them expand in that area of your rib cage that's currently nice and open for them to expand into. Open and supported at the same time. So just another minute or so here. Feeling now as you've been here for a little while, it might be that you can lower your supports down a little bit. You know, the whole of the connective tissue often is encouraged to soften when we've been in a pose for a good few minutes, and can then allow us to open a bit further. Imagine a quietness now in your lower belly. And send some love there, some gratitude. come together. And take the feet wide and turn the toes in slightly so the knees are resting on each other, and then just let the arms come down to the floor again. And just have a couple of breaths here. Sometimes it's nice to sigh the out breath out. And then inhale and carefully bring yourself back up to sitting. And you can come to this reclining pose, this Supta Baddha Konasana, anytime you just need a moment of quiet, or maybe if any of the symptoms just feel a little bit too overwhelming, that's a really good one. Just to quieten everything and settle everything down. Thank you very much for joining. My name is TJ. This is Angelic Mind, and if you have enjoyed it, please do hit the like and subscribe, and we'll be back soon with some more. Namaste.